Welcome to Nimcast number 4. This time we're joined by a special guest, but before we get to them, we're going to go down the list of people in this podcast. From right to left this time. It's me, Nimius. Welcome again. Followed by Pasta, followed by ThyGamePlaya, then Worst Girl Ampz, and then Za. Yep. And then our special guest, who's should be on here more often, I would say. Hit. Marbels.
Hey, what's up?
Let everyone know a bit more about yourself, just in case people somehow didn't hear of you in this community.
Fine, I guess. What's up, guys? I'm Marbels. I'm like this Fire Emblem person. I just do random shit for this game called Heroes. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of it. Anyways, I mostly do text commentary, so y'all don't get to hear my voice too much if you do follow me in the first place. I might try to fix that in the future, but in the meantime, we'll start here with this podcast. So, what's up, Nims? What's up, all you other people? I forgot your names already. Just kidding.
I take offense to that.
Why?
Look, man, I have terrible memory when it comes to names and faces. If I met you guys in real life, I would not recognize you.
What? Okay, well, that's tough to hear.
You better come to Evo, though, Nims. I'm just saying.
Man, how am I supposed to go to Evo when they cancel Melee?
Melee is...
Come on, we got Ultimate.
Game.
I'll see you, man.
There's not much to like.
See me in Ultimate.
That's right, you're a Cali boy.
You can play you can play fighters on.
My boy, I have family in Vegas, so I have housing for free. Haha.
Dude, that'd be so cool to go there. But I would love to go, but man, I haven't been playing competitive Smash for a bit. Need to go back to that weekly Smash grind. Also, we haven't played Smash.
Oh shit.
I work too much. I like to stick to competitive Smash, but man, work fucking sucks.
Dude, why are you... well, no, I know why you're working 2 jobs, kind of because you have to, but like, damn, dude, that's so much time to give up, and you know, you're also on this YouTube grind too, man. It's incredible.
I mean, if the grind works out, then I can drop to 1 job and have more time for you guys, but until then, you know.
I know.
So yeah, how about that FEH stuff?
Alright, so our topics for today are, we're going to start with the Legend of Roy, we're going to talk about the new monthly changes, ouch, update 3.3, and we're going to end it off with the new game mode that's coming, so I hope you guys stick around for all of that. Anyways, to start off with, Legend of Roy, I think everyone's been seeing that Twitter thing where the voice actor of Roy just says, "It's lit, fam!" And then dab.
Hashtag squad goals.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Roy is my favorite 4chan user.
Ray Chase is a blessing. God bless that dude.
Yeah,
Wait, he get paid to do that, or he just do that on his own?
Ray Chase did on his own.
Damn.
Same for like Solid Snake's voice actor doing the dummy thick lines.
Yep. That's David Hayter, I believe.
Yes, David had blah blah blah.
Okay, but like in terms of your initial thoughts of Roy, guys, what do you think? So far, I'll just start off. I think it's hilarious that he comes with like the stat doubler skill, and then he has human virtue, which is basically human racism. When he's canonically, I think most people acknowledge that he's going to be from Ninian, but
he's most canonically
yeah, the canon. It's not really canon because I don't like the part where every Fire Emblem after 5 is just implied canon. Like, they heavily hint at this is the canon pairing, but they don't actually make it canon, and that just kind of pisses me off, and that just makes me hate the ship. So I'm like, whatever, it's not canon. It's as canon as however people want to perceive it, and they just didn't make it canon, so I'm like, whatever, I don't care. It's not canon to me.
FEH is kind of like just going a bit further than that. The fact that it doesn't work with dragons just seems so weird to me. But then they'd be broken.
The way he is as a unit right now, he's like carbon copy of Marth. His A skill is just Exalted Falchion, but instead of Exalted Falchion, he has DC. So you have to compare him like what their exclusive skills are. Marth has Binding Shield and Fire Emblem, while he has Human Virtue. It depends on what you like more, and he has a really good blessing, better than Marth's.
We're gonna get to that later. The blessing thing, I am triggered.
I
Quite.
How do you power creep a skill?
Many
for power creep.
Well, okay, before we get into the blessing, I think his initial stats are pretty good. I think he's a much better legendary Ike.
A much better legendary Ike? Whoa, I never even saw that comparison. That's the first time I heard that.
I didn't see that comparison.
Well, yeah, I can see it.
As a comparison.
I mean,
I would compare him more toward the likes of like Ira and Mia.
Exactly, this fast swordsman that hits so hard.
Well,
and then just has good stats all around.
Yeah,
I'm mostly looking at his DC weapon. Like, it's obviously better than Ike's, because Ike only has DC in his weapon, whereas Roy has DC and kill dragons.
I mean, that's also the fact that I'm not sure why, but maybe eventually we'll get DC refines, just way later down the line.
Oh, they're gonna have to do it. Higher levels arena, nobody uses mages, and the few people that use mages, like, how scary is a mage when their A skill is gonna be in a dual skill? Like, they don't have anything boosting their extra stats. Like, it's not like
the amount of Ninos I fight in arena with just duel, it makes them so much easier to counter.
Exactly.
Cause like, that's like Fury, Swift Sparrow, or whatever else they run.
And they also still have a restriction, you know, because even if you put the skill on them, they're still only 170 BST. A lot of the heroes in arena nowadays are like the new generation of armors, 175, 180. So I think in due time you're not even gonna see them still.
Yeah, I mean, like Zephiel, which was a Gen 1 arm, got power. He's 160. Wow, Zephiel was 168. That's funny.
Hold on, just to make sure how that all works. So if I use Nino, which I do, I use Green Dual Infantry, which I do. She reaches 170, and then with all the merges, she just reaches 173. Or no, it doesn't even go that way. It just goes to 170.
Yeah, it's flat 170.
Oh my god, so the armored heroes still have advantage, so like, they would be 175 and 180 easily.
Well, it depends. For like Amelia, who was like 173, with the merge changes, it bumped her to 175. So units like Zephiel, who had a preference weapon, who were sitting on like 168, 169, they're 170 now, and you can plus 10 them. So they'll still score the same as Nino, but they now have better options. Like, until either Gwendolyn or Effie gets a preference weapon, they both score exactly the same now. And you don't have to use like a plus speed IV or whatever. Same for Sheena.
Oh yeah, rip Sheena. Oh god, if Sheena ever got like a perfect hack-a-lantern, that'd be spooky.
I hope not, because I'm about to kill Dorcas for her, so... So that'll be super depressing.
I don't think she's gonna get a pref like that.
Yeah,
that's wishful thinking.
I'm surprised if she gets a pref at all.
She will, come on. You know she will.
Eventually. But who knows?
Okay, but speaking of that, Gen 1 armor, Drog. The Drog factor in all of this just feels so bad, man. Because when it came to beasts, I rationalized that, okay, well, they're beast heroes. Maybe beast heroes will get a stat boost in a way. So that's how I rationalized like KAIEN having basically armor BST. And then I rationalized who's before KAIEN that had enhanced BST?
I don't
the two shitty Korans.
Oh yeah, the two
shitty Korans. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I put that out as in, well, there are drift characters, they're made up characters, not real, you know, and this was probably a one-off thing, which it was, you know, for the longest time we didn't get anything more than that. So that's how like I rationalized everything. But then with Legendary Roy, which I don't see any reason outside like, well, this is officially Gen 3, this is the new BST, that I just accepted, well, this is going to be how it is going forward. But speaking of that, Drog.
The funny thing about that is that if you look at it, there's no canonical reason why Roy have that high of BST, since he's a pretty horrible unit in his game.
Exactly.
And his growths are horrible. He only gets carried by Binding Blade.
Exactly.
I guess you can say it's just because he's promoted, but like his promotion comes super late in the game, and it doesn't really matter. In my opinion, I mean, this Roy's great, and Roy's a cool guy. I get it, and I'm not here to diss this point, but like Roy's statistically not a very good unit.
Exactly.
Okay, we are pretty late in the Fire Emblem Heroes, so you can just consider this his epic promote.
Wait a second.
His epic gamer promotion.
Not to mention, IS is kind of known for taking really shit units and making them good.
Yeah.
Carla.
Carla. And like, I mean, I think Sigurd had also higher BSC because he was like this god unit in FP4, because he could solo in the entire game up to his you know,
his one
F
chapter.
moment. His F moment.
His F in the chat, everyone.
Well, Sigurd still has the highest
Yeah, he still does.
cavalry BST.
And thinking about that, do you think cavalry BSC will ever go anywhere? Because it hasn't gone anywhere. Do you think it will ever go anywhere?
What?
We
Obviously it will. If infantry's reached Gen 1 armor BST already, they can't just keep it the same. Otherwise, no one's gonna use cavalry. But haven't they already slightly bumped it up with like Ares and Sigurd?
Really just Sigurd.
Wait, I thought Ares was also bumped.
Nope, Ares has pretty generic BSC.
Huh. Well, I
157.
think it'll have to happen then. But I still think it'll have to happen. Cav heroes? Doesn't it feel like they're shifting away from Cav heroes?
Oh yeah. I was gonna say they can make all these really nice, fancy Cav heroes with enhanced BST. People are so gonna use Reinhardt.
I know.
I think Reinhardt's the eternal meta. He's just always there.
He's gonna kill. He's gonna kill the game. I think he already killed not beast heroes. He killed cavalry heroes.
I mean, like when when you're in the lower tiers and you have to realize, oh shit, yeah, we have to have a green unit with a pretty okay rest so you can deal with Reinhardt. It's pretty cool, I guess. Cause like even as much as we think armors are scary, like if you're using armors and they don't have armor march, they're pretty easy to take care of because they're just these dumb walking one tile units that you can just juke around basically. But cavalry have the movement advantage, and especially with like Reinhardt, you have to like watch out for him, or like watch out for Veronica or Bravelyn or etc.
My personal gripe with Reinhardt isn't even the fact that he exists, is that 90% Reinhardts I see always run Lancebreaker. You need to stop.
They really do.
That's so funny. I know.
They do.
And the irony is there are Lance units that just completely bypass that, like Special Fighter Gwendolyn, I just plant them in front of a Reinhardt, and it's like, it doesn't even matter if you can quad, because you'll die in one hit to Ignis. And it's like, well, that was cute. Your Lance Breaker's worthless, my boy.
But you know why to do that, right? These people watched some guide on FEH from like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I mean, basically. And they just follow that build, even though at this point, it just makes no sense.
I gave mine, and I gave mine chill res. Yeah.
Of course you gave her chill res and Death Blow 4.
I didn't give her Death Blow 4. That was just for a one-time thing. I use Fear. Okay, so I'm running Fury, Desperation, Brash Assault as a stupid meme idea.
Great. Anyways, this was supposed to be about Legendary Roy, and we're going to go back to that.
This man's getting
Forgot about
cucked
Roy.
once again.
Yeah.
Alright, well, the major turn off about Legendary Roy is his pathetic HP.
What's wrong with that? I usually like lower HP, higher stats.
I mean,
Well, no.
Really?
HP is the future, okay?
No, the way...
You,
yeah.
Well, hold on. The way I see it is, unless they have enough HP to stop Panic Ploy, it doesn't matter. I'll take 30, 35, I'll take 35, 40 HP if it means all the other stats are great. Other than that, like, unless they can get into 50 HP, I don't really care. That's how I view it.
well,
Nim, imagine
you
this,
can buff and debuff stats, but you can't buff and debuff HP. So you debuff the stats to the point where your HP is so low, and then you just die. Doesn't, like, you have 40 defense, but you have 20 HP, and then you just die.
But
like,
you
imagine,
you can't
like,
have that
okay.
low HP. That's a bit
You're
extreme.
you're fighting Zelgies, right? Who has Black Luna? If you theoretically have 0 defense and like, let's say something ridiculous like 90 HP, you would live that Zelgius because he procs Black Luna. Black Luna adds nothing to his damage, and unless he had like some ridiculous number like 90 attack, he's not gonna one-shot you. So HP tanks are actually the big brain strat.
But
Yeah, this is why units like Raven are so busted. Like, they just bypass things like taking hits from Aversa and Zelgius and stuff like that. Whereas like he has all this HP and like barely any defense and res for them to take advantage of. Sure, he'll probably die to like an Astra proc or something, but at the same time, on average, he's living most things on top of being able to panic stuff. That's why putting Panic Point Shirshi's weapon was so strong, even though people didn't really realize it so much.
Okay, but I still
like HP meta is the future. Like I gotta say.
No, okay. The only problem.
Plus, if you have stuff like low HP but high defenses, and you're trying to buff it, and then some asshole with like a Carrot Dagger Kagero with Dragon Fang already up, and you get hit by the Panic Tower on the side. All those buff stats turn into debuffs, and then you just die.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I'll take high HP, low defensive stats, or high defensive stats, low HP. That's how I view it. But here's the reason why. If you take a shot, right? For example, you take like 30 damage from 30 damage. If your HP is say they have like 55 attack and they attack you and you have high HP but low defense stats, well, you can't take another hit now, right? Because say you had 20 defense, well, you just took 35. Well, you're alive, you have like 15 HP, but you can't take another hit. And the problem with that just mostly comes from the fact that, well, you have this 15 HP, but it might as well be 0 HP because it doesn't do anything at this point, because it just allows you to you can't take another hit because your defensive stats aren't there for it. Whereas if you have high defensive stats, even though I had 10 HP, right? Say I have a 45 defense and I have like 40 speed. Well, if they don't double me, and they don't hit over 55, I'm going to live that. That's how I view it.
Yeah, it depends. Like, for like HP sponges like Raven, again, if your HP is like 10, then okay, it doesn't matter too much, but your attack stat is so massive, and your attack and speed stat are so massive that you can just attack whatever is hitting you, and it's like, even if they have like 40 defense, you have like 70 attack, you're going to one-shot them.
Well, that Raven's a really special
example, well, okay.
So
in
Shacho too.
Arden.
In the day and age of blessings and flowers and the merge changes that removed a bunch of minus HP builds, HP has like become the most crept stat out of every single stat. Right, like units with relatively low HP are getting up to like the 60s with the right conditions, which is why I think like more HP you have, the better you're going to be. And since Roy, with his incredibly low HP, doesn't benefit from any of the blessings, and okay, yeah, he'll get some flowers or maybe and get some HP from merges and buffs, but it's just not as good when it comes to tanking, HP tanking and normal tanking through defense and res.
But this is
it can be potentially, because if you have like a middling HP, like 40 to 45 HP, like I feel like I feel like if you have more than 40 HP, you can really get away with some stuff aside from like maybe dodging a Versa. But other than that, most of the time that 40-45 line it gives you just enough stats to throw elsewhere to where you can kind of go in and out of battle constantly. Like if you take like a Mystic Boost unit, or for example like Alm or whatever, you can definitely get away with shenanigans that you could get away with a high HP but with low stats. But it's a little bit in the middle. Like it depends on what you can do in it, because you can also take advantage of blessings and stuff and dump that up and bump this like 50-60 HP a lot easier than you can with like say Kagero, who has like 33 HP, who's just kind of stuck down there. Like you're probably not bumping that HP up anytime soon outside of like quadruple error or something.
Okay, but here's the other thing that you guys are forgetting. What if you fight a character that you have advantage on, right? So they have disadvantage on you and you have advantage. So you have around 40 something defense or 45 res or something, and they're just doing like virtually no damage. So if you fight an enemy team with more than one color, like you could just get by those matchups really cleanly, retain so much HP, and then you just fight the same color. So like green versus blue, taking virtually no damage, and green versus green, you win that. Like that's the way I see it. That's why I take the high stats. But the Mystic Boost argument is super interesting too, but that's so expensive.
I do somewhat regret killing my second heir for that because now I can't get into tier 21.
Exactly.
but then again, I also have like a level 2 offense for it, so that's also probably why. But yeah, I mean, once you have more than 2 heirs, then Father and Mystic boost is nothing. But in the meantime, maybe keep your 1 copy of heir.
I think we just talked about last podcast where we talked about a certain somebody who just killed their heir day 1, not fully realizing what that meant.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we did.
You know.
I was also a big Dumbo and merged my heir.
Oh.
Oh, I merged all my heirs, dude. I
Oof.
pulled 3 off of that Hero Fest banner. I was like, oh, I'll just merge them. And
I have an idea with one of my heirs where I give him to a 1-star variant with life and death, so it's like 16 death, 5 res. So that mystic boost won't do anything.
Anyways, what are we thinking? Like, what Roy's blessing will do come April when they add this new effect?
Why is it so hard to
Well-
talk about Roy? We just keep going off topic.
I don't know.
Because
he's
Roy is
not
weird.
good.
He's just Marth with DC.
Because he is Big Soy. Pepe
Yeah.
Ampz.
Soy boy Roy.
Roy's
his
our
A
soy
skill
boy.
is better than the actual unit itself.
Yeah, the A skill is better than the. I mean, like,
I
Wait,
just-
how can you
renewal
guys say
as a
that?
B skill is
I
pretty.
mean, it is. I mean, he's super. I mean, he's pretty busted, but it's like a dime a dozen with red swords.
Yeah.
Well, you're right about that. Like, if you already have Legendary Marth, I would struggle
I
to
don't-
argue you would need Roy because you already have a Dragon Killer.
Unless you really care about that bonus, I don't see the point in Roy. Unless you.
Yeah. So what I think the blessing will do, if Hertz Devil is right, it'll probably be on
Oh
buffs.
no.
Oh no!
You
Can you
roboted.
repeat that?
Okay.
Instant win.
Hold on.
That's a blessing.
Oh,
My
okay.
connection just decided it wanted to shit the bed, but okay, hold on. So if Hertz Devil is right, I think it'll probably just be in combat buffs. Like he'll grant all units who he's with like attack +3 during combat or some shit like that. Or maybe defense -5 for enemies during combat. Something like that. Doesn't know what it would be yet. Still, I'm a little bit disappointed we didn't just get our fire speed unit, but whatever.
Wait, isn't he? Yeah. In terms of blessing, I was
Yes.
just about to say though. Okay, fine. His blessing though, I think the real talk about his blessing was the quote mistranslation. What do you guys think of that?
I kind of wish it did do that, honestly, just to fuck with people.
I wish that too. Like I didn't like the idea of that, but at the same time there was some merit to it. The current idea where he only boosts his own BST up, what is the point then? Because it doesn't do anything.
IS
It doesn't
had
encourage
one
people to
job.
wail for him. No,
Yeah.
not at all.
IS
Yeah,
had
well,
one job.
The
Whales
whales
could've
already
put-
have like a +10 legendary Hector,
Mhm.
which is 175 already.
Mm-hmm. And then there's also like legendary Tiki, which is blue, 180 BST basically.
Well, I was comparing to fire. to
Fire. I know.
legendary.
But I'm saying the argument of these new types of heroes for the BST factor just doesn't make very much sense.
Yeah,
I
if
don't-
it did just increase the entire team to like 175, then all you had to do was +10, one of each blessing color, and then there you go.
Mm-hmm. Like this is
And then you can bring anybody,
yeah,
even right.
which I liked a bit more because the problem with Arena guys is that it's not about skill. It's about who has the biggest wallet, and which means who could afford to max out as many armor heroes as they can.
Also, who has the time and the patience to babysit units that they don't give a shit about in order to maximize their score?
Yeah, that's also a thing. Like I hate using the Asgard trio every single week. It just drives me insane at this point.
On the bright side,
I just don't play it. Who cares? Okay, it's 5 wars blessed a week, but what? Fuck it. I don't got time for that shit.
Yeah.
on the bright side, they've added the legendary hero
What?
for Arena. They've added the legendary heroes and station.
They had a,
The legendary heroes, like Ike's supposed to be on this one. Last week was Gun for you can get them.
Before we go that far, I still want to talk about Roy.
yeah, Za. Actually, Za, this is all on you. Wasn't the
Yep.
past 3 times you going off topic? You're
I think
killing
it
Roy
was
here,
my
man.
fault. I'm sorry. I just find Roy not that interesting.
Well,
Zod, go drink some soy.
Okay.
yeah, you soy boy. We're gonna talk more about our boy Roy.
Full of
At
soy.
least he's good in ultimate.
I mean, they dropped the ball here. They clearly want money, and this is like the #1 way to make money. But they dropped the ball.
But it doesn't even make so much sense if you think about it. How many
It
competitive
doesn't.
players are in FEH?
Not very much.
Exactly.
I'll tell you that much. But
Less than 100,000.
I think it's 3,000 because of just how the rankings work. To people who are really, this is really applicable to, because, you know, top 3K is what I think is really competitive. People in the top 3K are going to try and get in top 1K, or they just barely made it in, or they're working towards that. Top 5K is like the lower end of it. But I really think there's just a few thousand players, relative to like the total amount of players in Arena Assault, which is like hundreds of thousands. That's for real, guys. It's just, the math doesn't add up. Like, what they're doing is just like trying to take advantage of a specific group of people.
and they failed at that as well. Like,
Yeah, that's
come on, man. You had the ball in your hand, the net was right in front of your face, and you just like threw it behind you. Like, why?
Oh no, it feels like they went for a slam dunk and then they hit the rim and the ball just bounced into the crowd.
No, they weren't even that close.
Oh, they weren't.
Complete
Well, yeah,
air ball.
that's more accurate. Yeah.
It's like they were right there. Like, there was literally a dude just lifting him up to the rim, and he could have just dunked it right there, and he just threw it behind him and just completely missed it. And it's like, what are you doing,
Yeah. Why are you going for a pass, now?
bro?
Like in Wii bowling when you throw the ball behind you.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
There
Oh,
you
that's
go.
the
It
stuff.
was like Matt came out of nowhere and just dunked that shit out. You know, Matt, the god in esports.
Yes.
You're getting off topic, Zach.
again.
God damn it. Sorry. Sorry, everyone.
But another interesting thing to point out is that there are going to be 3 more heroes with this similar effect, because
Well,
they
there
did
is
show...
no effect currently.
The current
Wait,
effect is no effect.
When it
exactly.
drops,
The
when it
current
drops.
effect
Right now
is
it's just
HP
plus
plus
HP.
3.
No, get hype for the 3 HP bonus that every other Legend hero also does.
Man,
Just-
you know what I really wanted? Like, instead of just like a flat stat boost with like attack plus 3 or speed plus 3, just a raw ass HP hero. Like,
Raw ass.
Legendary Roy could just been like, here's just a raw ass 10 HP for
Yeah,
having
I would have
Fire
loved that
Blessing on.
actually. I would have
That would've
I
been
would have pulled for
amazing.
Roy if it was HP
Roy-
plus $10.
You know, that's actually pretty fun bonus if it was that case. HP bonus. Just
Man,
pure
that sounds
HP
like-
bonus.
That
That's
sounds like
actually
a
useful.
really good idea.
You know, Roy does have a pretty...
Yeah, because HP is the future.
Yeah. Except they're allergic to good ideas. So
That's how it
Yeah,
seems
right?
like.
Oops.
But yeah,
So it would actually be fun. Well, almost fun. But then you'd have to deal with all of the averses.
Oh, yeesh.
Just give all your units solos and you're good to go.
Boom.
okay, but quickly, the thoughts and predictions on his blessings effects is clearly going to be for a new mode. That's what I see.
I don't think it's going to be like any straight stat boost. It's going to be strictly effects in the new.
Because there's no reason for them to hold back. If it's just like, if it's like some criteria or whatever that can already be used, they would just release it already, and then the hero would sell even better. The only reason they would be waiting is for that new mode, and whatever that new mode is, I hope it's not. I hope the new mode's not gonna be like, oh yeah, you're gonna need a bunch of legendary Roys if you want to be competitive. I hope that's not the case.
Who's
Yeah.
ready for Arena 3?
Arena 3.
Oh boy.
This is where all those stolen orbs gone to.
No, they're bringing back relay defense.
It's gonna help in
And-
relay defense.
Yeah,
Really?
Roy's legendary effect is that
Is-
Fire Blast heroes will stay in every two.
Yep.
You know, when it switches every 2 turns, they'll stay in.
And all of the enemies get an HP debuff actually, so they don't have like 50 million HP.
Do you realize like how depressing that would be if in 4 months all they did was just rehash?
No, make relay defense like Grand Conquest.
Oh no.
Fucking Grand.
Grand
Competitive.
Conquest version of. Ooh. Ooh,
Just
no.
wait, so it's
no,
Grand
no, no.
Conquest, but instead of the big map, it's just relay defense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a bit about enough on Roy. Actually, it wasn't very much, but I'm pretty sure as long as Zaz here, he's gonna cook out Roy. So
I don't like her.
great.
Don't worry, man.
Actually, I don't disagree. Roy's apparently my least favorite character according to those FEH tracker things.
Man,
Okay,
I mean,
new monthlies. We lost orbs. We lost at least 5 orbs from the quests, and then people are telling me it's actually 11 orbs. We lost orbs.
11.
11?
From
It's like 5 orbs.
Tap Battle, I believe.
Tap
is what-
battle, yeah, tap.
The other modes also skimped out on orbs.
This is
apparently.
literally it's like don't fix what's not broken, but they are, and they're not fixing things that are broken. Like why are you? What's the problem with the monthlies? What's
Also,
the
why are
Because
they
they-
taking orbs away in the first place? That makes no sense.
Because they want money.
Oh yeah.
That's not gonna get
Nim,
people
stop
to
being
spend
free
more.
to play.
Stop being free to play. Open up your wallet.
Okay.
Open up your soul.
Okay.
Come on, be a good guy.
I didn't say it was a good idea. I just said that's their idea.
I know it is, but here's the mathematics parts of it. All right. There are 12 months. 5 orbs. Say it's 5 orbs, the lower end. 5 times 12 is 60. 60 orbs. That's like half of a guaranteed hero, and chances of grabbing a 60 orbs for a hero if it's a 2 hero banner is pretty decent. Like that's
Dude,
that's
just spend $40 and you'll get 15 extra orbs. Like,
Oh yeah, what is the worth of 60 orbs in terms of money?
$30?
I don't buy orbs.
It's
Uh,
like $30.
60, well,
$30.
75 orbs is $40
yeah,
US.
75, and it's 60
Oh, it's like
plus
35. It would
15
be
bonus
35.
orbs.
It would be like 35 if you count it.
Yeah, you get 15 bonus orbs for spending money.
Yeah, dude.
So
Telling you.
So basically, we lost out of like $35 of orbs. Then
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck? That's a lower
Don't
end.
worry.
That's like
Mhm.
that's
worry
like
about
3
it.
whole rolls.
That's like
Well,
bunch of- that's a bunch of
the new
steps.
mode might bring back those orbs and then some.
Yeah.
But the new mode isn't here yet, so we really shouldn't give them that benefit of the doubt yet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it involves playing a new mode, which, as you know, not everyone plays Ether Raids anymore. Not everyone even plays Arena anymore.
Well, Ether Raids doesn't give orbs.
Well, I'm just saying, in terms of the new... Well, that could also be a thing in this new mode, could it? But I'm just saying, like, in terms of a new mode, it's not a guarantee someone plays it, so why are you taking away orbs that are a lot more accessible?
I hope they have a new currency and not give that new currency as bonus for like a good month or 2.
This stupid game has too many currencies that nobody uses at this point.
too
I
many
know, right?
useless currencies, like Arena coin.
They're called Arena medals.
I'm sorry.
Yes, they are.
Man, good old Arena medal.
I'm actually on the opinion. I'm okay with them taking away the orbs. but,
You're the
like,
crazy person. You and Randex.
I will say I am kind of crazy. Like I don't mind them taking away the orbs, and I do appreciate the Ether Stones. Like I could appreciate them in monthlies now. It makes building stuff a little bit easier, and they've been slowly increasing level caps on stuff.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with like more Aether Stones and shit for like monthlies, but you know,
I don't.
you have to
see
take
why
the
you
orbs.
don't
Well,
orbs.
I do see like the counter argument is because like not everyone plays Ether Raids, but everyone will spend orbs. So like it is a big kind of bump.
You
I don't
also
know
have to-
about you, dude, but
Yeah,
I'm
and I'm-
expanding
and-
my bear.
I'm just glad we got more places for Aether Stones. I think we need more so we can build stuff a little bit faster. Because the way things are now, things are just being drip fed to you just way too hard. Especially the fucking dragon flowers. Like,
Yeah.
god damn it! Like, there are how many infantry units in this game, and they can almost all take 10 of each, and you get like what 20 goddamn of those things for like every few weeks or some shit like that. And it's like there's only like one. Well, now there's 2. No wait. There's now 3 whole ass infantry units in the game that give 40 flowers, and they're all locked behind a gacha.
Mhm.
Come the fuck on now.
That's
Like,
what-
either release some new infantry units so we can at least get a little bit something a little bit faster, or maybe increase the that paltry little ass 2 flowers that we get from the from other units up to like, I don't know, 10. Maybe make it 10 here, 20 for 2nd gen, and then 40 for 3rd gen. or something like that. But 2 is basically nothing. By the time you're done with it, you barely have enough for even +5 flowers for like 1 infantry unit.
No,
and it's
I
like,
get you.
come on.
I get you. Is it even worth the time? Is my question at this point.
It's not. It's definitely not. And they went through all that trouble to make a map for each individual character, but they don't give you a reward that's proportionate to it. And it's like, no one's going to sit there and just do 2 flowers at a time for like a few flowers that barely covers 1 unit when there's like 100-something infantry in the damn game. Like, come on. You got to do something a little bit stronger than that. Maybe if it was...
Here's another thing, too. Yeah, they only give 2, but not everybody built every single infantry.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to have people who are like, oh, shit, I need to build a rise.
No, in your case, you did not even do the Asgard trio.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even do the Asgard trio. Oh, well, damn, son.
You also didn't build the Asgard trio?
No.
Me too.
So, yeah, it's like, they basically force you to kind of build them competently to even get 2 flowers.
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
And they're not gonna even show up in other modes. They won't show up in a while. Like,
no,
girls, but like,
no, they do show up in modes.
They're in ether raids.
They're in ether raids, but like, girls have been showing up in the 4G mods now, so it'll take a while to see where else they'll show up.
I can see them replacing the spot in
They could replace the ones in the crystals in TT, the universal crystals they give out.
Oh yeah, TT. I can see them coming on TT if they do this.
You use crystals, level up your units. They automatically translate into the 2 flowers.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, we should check this up right now. How many flowers are we even supposed to be getting? Like, do we even get if we do all the Generation 1 heroes? I mean, it's different for everybody because you might not have all the heroes ready, but what is the total of all that is what I'm thinking.
120? I'm guessing like maybe 70 is a rough estimate. 70, 140 dragon flowers for all of Gen 1 infantry. Just pure Gen 1 infantry. Yeah, that's a rough estimate, probably.
Basically,
another
what it's
thing
looking
too.
at. Oh, okay.
Even if you were generous with that number, think about how many it takes to +10 like just 1 infantry unit.
Wait,
I did a count.
Yeah, what is it?
I did a count for all of my previous of all the infantry units I have, and unfortunately, if you don't have the unit, you can't get those flowers until you get that unit again. And I think I counted like 500.
That's
flowers
it?
I can potentially get. Yeah, that's it. And I'm not even counting like the stuff that you were able to get through ether raids, because sometimes they had infantry as a reward. So yeah, it's not very much. Like, Jesus, man.
How much does it take to max out an infantry hero?
860.
800.
Oh
yeah.
my God, that doesn't make that math makes no sense then.
Gen 1 infantry to get it.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what they were thinking when it I don't even mind the fact that you have to spend 860. It's just the fact that you get 2 for all Gen 1. Like, that just makes me want to vomit.
Is there a hero out there that's really helps out here? Because I've just been using Legendary Zero whenever I can, just for the stat boost. But
Legendary Zero, to be honest, I mean, there's probably others, but if you have Legendary Zero, just use her. All right.
I'm using PA Azura.
Yeah, that's fine. Any hero that boosts your stats easily like that, like PA Azura, Flying Olivia, yeah, use them. You'll be fine.
I don't think you'll be fine. It's because the way I think about it is like, okay, maybe we just get them to 4 stars, right? 4-star level 40, and then we go from there.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all it takes.
4-star 40. Like, even then, you don't have to, like, as long as they just need 2 kills. They don't need all 4, which is somewhat of a blessing. And there's also, I think they get a stat boost for the first time you do it per day. So
yeah, they do.
Yeah,
if you truly are dependent on that as well, there's also that.
You can also just give them like an attack +3 seal, and then just wait.
Just wait?
Yeah, like camp a mountain with a ranged unit, or just stand in a corner with a healer.
I'm not sure. Well, okay, I understand what you mean, but I'm not sure like all the 4-stars can do that.
No, all of them should be able to.
Really?
All but the healers. Like, I tried to do some for some of the healers. It was kind of a pain in the ass because I didn't have them built. But other than that, most of the units, all you have to do is just take a dancer with you and you're good to go.
Damn. Okay, I wasn't aware of. Okay, well, I've been trying that, but generally, I failed a few of these. It hasn't been that easy.
The ones that cost 40 are actually pretty annoying. Like, I tried to do New Year's like yarn, with the Lance Horse girl. I can't remember her name, but yeah, that one was super fucking annoying because there's also a Mer in there, and she does like your exact HP. Like, shit isn't. It's really dumb. Mm-hmm. But other than that, the ones that cost 2 and the ones that cost 8 aren't going to be very difficult.
Okay. But yeah, we were supposed to talk about the new monthlies, and wait, we did. I guess we did because. Oh no, we didn't, because the higher end of it was, for those who weren't aware, it would be 12 by 11, which is 132 orbs that you're giving up, which is basically a 5-star, guaranteed, unless you're really, really unlucky. But that's the median.
Yeah, it took me like 300 to get a 5-star. Going from there.
I mean, you're just unlucky, so.
Well, sometimes it takes like 300 orbs to get the Hector, and then it's minus attack. It happens a lot.
So, quick side subject. Everyone says FEH is so generous. That's what I heard for the longest time. And I've been disputing that always. But they always say FEH is so generous because look in FGO, you got a 1% chance at that SSR, that 5-star. Look at Langrisser, you know? Look at all these other games. Man, and all these games, the rate is so low, but FEH is at 5%, and that's all that matters apparently.
Yeah, you can tell they don't really play other gachas.
They don't.
Yeah, because like even from those other gachas with lower like rates to get 5-stars, I've gotten more 5-stars there than I have on FEH.
And like
it also helps because those they're aware of that 1% and how daunting it is to have that 1%.
All they're aware of.
And they're super generous because of it. So it's like, hey guys, we kind of fucked up something. Here's a free 10 roll. Have fun. And it's like, wow, you just pulled a 5-star out of that free 10 roll. And it's like, sure, you can also get nothing. Most of the time you do, but sometimes having that small stroke of luck is like nice feeling. But at the same time, it's like, if you ever want to actively go for a 1% unit, it's pretty, you either have very good luck or you just waste 5, 10, 15, 10 rolls for nothing and thousands of dollars like some people tend to do because that's the actual and true nature of a 1%. But they offset that by trying to be as generous as possible with like free shit.
It's not just that. Okay. So let's put things in perspective. When Dragalia first launched, everyone was on Dragalia's ass for how difficult it was to pull a hero and how little they got, right? You guys remember that, right? They tanked Dragalia's Play Store score with that. Just complaints.
I remember.
That was Dragalia right now, we have this event. Every single day we get a free 5-star ticket.
Like, wait, really?
Yeah.
Not a free 5-star ticket.
No,
a
free 10 pull.
No, not free.
Free single pull.
Single pull. I got it mixed up.
Okay, yeah, that's what you're talking about.
But yeah, generally, when a new banner comes out, they give you a free 10 pull. Generally, some of them they don't.
For Dragalia, so far they have.
And when they mess up, they either give you free War Might, which is their currency to summon, or they give you a free 10 pull.
Right. And Dragalia, unlike FEH, you know, you only need one copy of that hero.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get into, is like, people see this 5% as so generous, but the thing that they sometimes forget is, yeah, they're 5%, but you need to get multiple copies of a person. With most of the other gachas, you don't. Like, if you get a multiple, you get some benefit, but it's not truly necessary. But with heroes, you gotta get, like, plus 10 if you really want to be competitive and playing this stuff.
Yeah. So it's like 1% for 1 copy or 3 to 5% for 11 copies. yeah, when you realize you gotta pull that unit 11 times, then it starts to look a little. Then the odds start to really skew in the favor of that 1% for one time.
Exactly.
Especially now, this pool is so
like
saturated. God damn. People say, "Oh, colorless is the worst color." No, you haven't pulled in red. You haven't wailed for red. You don't really know.
When you red is the worst.
Red is the absolute
Red
worst color to
fucking
pull in.
sucks.
I'm still waiting for
it's the worst.
Ira, and just getting Hinata is a pain in the ass.
Like, I think people were saying that you have a easier time getting a 5-star pity break of some rando than a 3-4 star of a unit that you want, because that is how infrequent they are. That is how big this pool is.
There was a statistic on the Reddit where it's like, oh, on the voting gauntlet banner for Leg Yarn and Hellbendy, it said that you would have a higher chance of plus setting Leg Yarn than plus setting Kate on that banner, which is a 5-star exclusive versus a 3 and 4-star unit from 2 years ago. And
That's
even
the summoning pools are broken. But before we go further on that, the counter argument that I always hear is like, what if you don't need to max out that hero? What if you're not competitive with that hero? What if you just need? What if you're a collector and you just wanted one copy of the hero? Okay, you're right. If you're a collector,
because IVs exist.
Huh?
Because IVs exist.
Yeah, that's the thing.
There are no IVs for Galia. There's no IVs in Vagrant Order. There's no IVs in Dokkan.
There are no IVs in all the other games, so you just get that hero and you're guaranteed your set. If you get bad IVs, well, the game has a system for that in FEH. That's true. And it's actually really beneficial to get that second merge because you get a stat boost of 5 from your first merge. At least. It might be a Super Bane. I don't know. Or for a Super Boon. It could be higher, but you get the point. But the problem all of that is you gotta pull another one then. It's just ridiculous. And it's just not just that. The way the skills work in this game. Oh yeah, new hero comes out. Cool skill. You want the hero? You got a bad IV? You want that hero skill? You gotta pull at least 3 then. Like, it's... Yeah, this is not actually very gacha friendly, in my opinion, for FEH at this point.
Yeah,
it's centered around pulling.
Yeah.
It probably was at first, but now, especially since they haven't really done very much of the summoning pool, it's getting worse and worse.
I just want free-to-play summons. That's all I want. I need to...
Yeah, why do we not get free-to-play summons? In every other game, we seem to have free-to-play summons.
Because they want your money?
Yeah.
That's true.
Good point.
Man, at this point, I don't even care if they put them all in the shop and be like, here, you can just buy them outright with money. Just do something with it, please. Please.
I'd rather whale where it's like, if you pay us $100, I'll let you plus 10 your loot. And it's like, okay, cool. Here's like $100. Here, thank you for the plus 10 loot. Bye. And it's like, but you know, they're gonna make more from people spending $3.5 for one copy. It's too backwards. I hate it, and that's why I hate gachas. But
so
this one just
though.
seems to do it the worst.
Yeah, but that's so predatory. You know what I mean, right? Because then it just so clearly pay to win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, oh, it's pay to win through RNG, or is it just direct pay to win? It's like,
I mean,
I would rather take the direct pay to win because I'm used to MMO culture in general. So you know how it was, like Maple Story, Elsword, all that good shit. You know, it's like I would rather be able to directly put my actually just directly whale my way to the quote unquote top, or be a free to play player in those games and like get to the top on my own. But you don't have to worry about it through like through gacha because you can just do it directly. And it's like, okay, so it's basically like buying like shitty DLC at that point. But it's like, you know, it feels a lot better for everybody in general because it's like, okay, you have your plus 10 loot that you bought, that's cool, but here's my plus 10 Nino that was totally free that can totally kick its ass. And it's like, I mean, it balances itself out in a way, but I get what you mean by it's like, you just don't want people to directly buy their way into like the higher tiers. But like, I used to have that mentality too, but upon realizing the nature of gachas, it's just like, I would rather have the people not being preyed upon for their money and just let them spend the way they want, or maybe have gachas that are in these games that are okay, sure, they can be predatory, but they can't be like a requirement, like people who buy like cosmetics and other MMOs or some shit like that. I don't know. It's just how I feel about it.
I get you. I totally do. All right, but yeah.
I like the way Dragalia does it with bundles.
Oh,
I wish it was something like that.
That's what we really need. We need more bundles. It's like they did those New Year's bundles.
Well, you didn't like
if
the
you
New Year's
compare
bundle?
Fez to Dragalia,
those are the greatest things ever.
Was a good idea.
They could have been.
But
there was like, I'm not spending $70 for one copy and some other shit. I was like, if you told me to spend $40 for one copy and that was it, I've been like, perfect. Whatever. I spend $40 to roll for a character anyway. Might as well let me have it, right?
Yeah, that was the biggest issue with these bundles, is that they went to the top. I'm like, you can't go to the top. People already don't want to. Like, I don't even spend $75 for the highest bundle. The best value bundle, in my opinion, is the $40 bundle.
Correct.
So if you want people to buy, $40 would be fine. Maybe $20, just lessen the rewards a little bit, but not $75. They went extremely gung ho with that one.
Isn't it different in Japan though?
No, it was 75. It was I think it was like 80k yen, so it was like about the same price, $75.
But the way I hear it in Japan is that the highest bundle is what sells the best, and that's why they did that.
Yeah, it technically does.
I think
usually, but that's because there's always a spectrum of things to buy for. Like if you just look at Dragalia, who did their New Year's bundle, where there was a $10 bundle, a $20 bundle, and then like the $50 bundle or whatever. I don't remember the exact prices, but they had a spectrum. They had something for low spenders and they had something for high spenders. And it's like, if you have both, people are more encouraged to buy things because they see there's a price range for everybody to be acceptable.
Exactly.
Especially with like that like whale.
What?
Realistically, whales don't spend as much as dolphins. Usually around 60% in games like these, and it's like whales are 20%, and then you have like shrimp, which are 10%. So wait, I'm not sure why there wasn't like a dolphin pack that was like $30, but like even like the Black Knight pack, which is it's great value for what it was.
If I remember correctly, I want to say the entire cost of all the bundles in Dragalia Lost was like $175, somewhere around that margin. And then with the Fire Emblem bundles, it was $150. And the amount of stuff you got in the Dragalia is vast in comparison to what you get in Fire Emblem Heroes. It's like, geez.
Not to mention free guaranteed 5 stars.
Yeah.
2 of them.
There were 2 of them. I also like the idea of maybe not outright buy a +10 unit, but the way Dragalia does, I'll use Drag as an example. You can buy the stones to increase them, and to basically merge them as if you had a print. And I think if Faye did that, where you can buy like some stupid stone or whatever to
buy merges.
Yeah, you can buy
it would be perfect. Then you wouldn't have to worry about, oh, I need 11 copies. When you can just buy the merges. You just got to get the copy once, and then you just buy 11 merges later on. It's perfect.
Marbels. Here's the thing, and if you're worried about limits, they do limit it to twice a month per thing you get. So, yeah.
The Dragalia system, that's not bad at all. But Marbels, Langrisser, you know what I'm talking about? Bonding Realm.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
I haven't done too much Bonding Realms, but yeah, that stuff is good.
Okay.
Yeah, Nim knows he's a whale in Lang.
I spent $1 to buy a guild. Get off my nuts. But
I'm kidding.
You know what I mean, because in Langrisser Langrisser maxing out a hero is difficult. You need to get 5 copies as well. And there's huge stat bonuses in it, so it actually makes so much sense to actually max them out. But here's the thing. In Langrisser, you have Bonding Realm. You get 1 copy of a hero, and every day you get 10 Bonding Realm battles. So, in other words, you can get 10 more pieces of a hero, right? Because in that game, it's incremental. So maxing out a hero takes actually so much more work, but because thanks to Bonding Realm, you have entirely free-to-play option, and you just gotta make sure you do it every single day. And here's the thing in Langrisser. By doing it every single day, we really mean pressing the sweep button. Once you beat a map one time, you don't have to beat it again. You can just sweep through it, and it will just give you the same rewards as if you did it yourself. So in Langrisser, you just make sure you log in every day, go to Bonding Realm, press it for as many battles as you want for that character, and you're done. And then eventually, within 6 months, you maxed out your hero. Granted, yes, you can use money and get it earlier, but I like that system so much more. Incentivize people working towards
time is also another really good thing.
What?
Pay to save time.
Yeah, it saves time too. The sweep option in that game is just like, why don't more gachas do this?
I know, right? I mean, yeah, you have the auto battle with Dragalia, but you have to sit there and watch them battle. Or, well, you put your phone down and you walk away, and then you just press the battle again button. But it would make more sense to where at that point, you know, just press the win button. Like, there's not too much difference between pressing a win button and then pressing the auto battle button when you think about it.
Yeah, because who's actually going to lose those battles? Like, yes, if you use a shitty team and whatever, sure, I guess so. But the game just assumes, like, hey, we know what's going to happen here. We know if you actually pay attention for a minute, you're going to win all of this. We'll just save you that minute. Here you go. I don't think that's a bad idea at all.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. There's a lot of really good quality of life stuff in Langrisser. Kind of a shame that Americans don't even know what Langrisser is, so they have no attachment to it. So, yeah. I mean, people barely know what Fire Emblem is. You really expect them to know what Langrisser is? People barely know what Phantasy Star is anymore, and that's really saddening.
I miss Phantasy Star.
But I can see like Faye doing maybe something for Golden Week, because I know a lot of gachas do stuff for Golden Week. So
hey, we'll talk about that another time as we get a bit closer. Aren't we like a month away?
We're a month away.
Yeah, let's talk about another time.
I'm just some wishful thinking. If you guys, all you Dolphins out there who want to.
But yeah, we need to move on. Update 3.3, the most recent update. That's what we're going to talk about. What do you guys think so far? Just to really quickly run through it, there's just 3 main things. Quality of life seal change is the least talkable one. I mean, that just helps saves us time. Inherit skill change. We now inherit 4 skills instead of 3. And then an Anima Dark Hero buff and Ether Raids. So yeah, let me know what you guys think.
Remind me what the Anima Dark Hero buff is.
I think they went from 4 heroes to 5 heroes that you have a buff on for it to count.
So before, I believe you needed 2 Anima Dark and 4 Blessed Heroes to get max Ether loss reduction. Now you just need 1 Anima or Dark, and you need 5 Blessed Heroes.
Okay, that's not bad. I like that.
Yeah, so you don't have to run 2 Dumas, just from what I understand.
Now, if only they would do the same for offense, so I don't have to run 2 heirs.
Dude, have you seen those teams of like 5 heirs and 1 hero? And you know why they're doing that? It's because of the mythic boost heal. I mean, no.
I run 3
so annoying.
And Legendary Azura and whoever I want to fuck with in this entire team. Like, I've done Neff, I've done Bartray, and I'm gonna do Levitain very soon. Yeah. Whenever I get.
It actually annoys me so much when I see like 3 heirs, Legendary Azura, and then that 1 hero that they have, and then they just steamroll my team. Like, oh, okay. I mean, what happened to strategy? I thought this was supposed to be a strategy. No, just stack the buffs. You're fine.
No, that is a strategy.
Okay, you know what I mean. You gotta use various heroes, but not just like 1 hero.
You ever seen a Bartray with like 45 res?
Dude, that's epic.
As for the skill inheritance, thanks. I don't have to like kill a Celius and then a Surtur for Steady Stance 4.
Yeah.
We can
so that's
get
pretty good.
There are bigger things that you can do here.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to kill anyone.
Okay.
Kill like
two good examples of that. Number 1, Legendary Hector, Vengeful Fighter, 1, 2, and 3 in this encounter. That saves you pretty big. Number 2, for me specifically, for like the free-to-play options, like real options, for me, Sheena and Dorcas. Dorcas, Hackle Lantern 1, Hackle Lantern 2, and then Sturdy Stance 1, Sturdy Stance 2. So that actually does help and save you quite a bit.
Although I do feel like 4 still isn't quite enough. I just feel like they should just let you
take
grab
all
whenever.
of it.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, there's no real reason to be like, you can only grab 3. It was like, just take their whole damn kit, dude. Like, just let me take the whole kit.
No, there is a reason for that. They want you to spend more money.
I think
more money.
So
I think the
Sorry,
the
that's
magic
the title of
number
this podcast. Spend more money. Just spend more money.
Spend more money.
There's one
I
example.
think the magic
that
number is
I
actually
like to-
5.
Yeah, I think once we hit like 5, it'll be perfect because then it's like you can grab a tier 3 skill and then like a weapon. So, example, if I were to take something like a Dancer Ryoma, like you grab his anti-armor dagger and then you can also grab Chill Death at the same time. You won't be able to grab his C skill, but that's fine. You can still grab 2 things at once, and I like that. Instead of having to like go kill a Walmart for like Chill Death 2 or something, and then grabbing the weapon and then Chill Death 3.
Fair, and I think okay. I don't think anyone can disagree with this, but this is a good change. But why did they wait so long? Think about the people who actually sacrificed like multiple versions of the same hero just to get one more skill.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you one word. I'm gonna tell you one word.
Okay,
I think you're ready. What word it is?
What is it?
Money.
Oh my god!
Money.
Money, baby, capitalism. We should go to communism.
Capitalism, ho!
But honestly, oh, go ahead.
But guys,
here's the big thing. Right? Okay, Za, you know, I've had 5 people talk over me, and I just want to say one thing. Okay, so you're the unfortunate soul that free pulled a legendary Lin. Okay, your time is coming with the 4 skill inherit. You go Desperation 1, 2, 3, Speed Tactic 1. You have a yogurt sitting around. Okay,
what?
You inherit Speed Tactic 2 and 3, Chill Speed 1 and 2. Now you have Pan. You inherit Chill Speed 3, Defense Smoke 1, 2, and 3. There you go.
What?
The big Wokus.
That seemed like really big brain plays.
That really.
Not to mention, I wish I was the unfortunate soul who got a legendary Lin.
Why?
Dude, I got a.
I want one.
Oh,
I got a Mer, and I don't know how I feel about it. She's obviously really good. But like,
Okay, Za.
I like her. Okay, but real quick, for that last example, couldn't you just do May? Desperation 1, 2,
well,
draw back on May at least.
Well, that isn't a meme strat.
So you're assuming that I have desperation fodder in any form.
Don't you have May?
No.
You should go pull for that.
You know, I haven't pulled anything but red in the past 6 months. So no, I don't have.
Isn't it so unfortunate you didn't get those Halloween Mers?
I don't want to hear it from you.
Dude, just pull Corel and Aero. Desperation, right?
Okay, but next topic: Anima Dark Hero buffs and Ether raids. I mean, not much to talk
they're
about.
just gonna be stat buffs, right?
There's nothing much.
Huh?
They're just gonna be the stat buffs.
Oh.
Going around the circle.
I guess we're gonna talk.
New weapon reviver changes.
Wait. Okay.
All right, so Sophia is getting Owl CC.
Nah. I think she's gonna get just close counter, but she's also gonna get like shit. What was the other? Close counter QR. Eat shit.
Maybe like a ploy. I don't know. Though.
I don't think they'll give her a ploy.
No, she's not gonna get poise.
Yeah. So what's Dark Excalibur and
Slaying Wodao. Like every
Killer,
other weapon in the
it's
game.
just gonna be Killer Without. They can't give her anything stronger than what she has now. Like if they do, it's just gonna be too busted.
And before
So
special
Killer
spiral.
Without, that's all.
make
To give her special Spiral Wodao.
Oh man, that'd be nuts. Then you could do double special spiral and just have instant glaciers all day, every day.
What's Sirius's homeboy? I mean, Kuro's homeboy.
Talking about Klein.
Yeah, I'm talking about Klein.
My boy Klein.
He's gonna get you remember that hero bow that was quote unquote leaked?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it was
What was
Yeah,
it?
that's it. That's the
for
the sword heart, but for a bow.
Yeah, for Jam.
Oh.
Jam.
Come on and jam.
Yeah.
And we'll
I'd like that.
It was quote unquote data mined that John.
So it's a master bow.
Yes, it's a master bow.
By the way, argent bow, it just translates into silver bow in French.
Oh, that's cool.
So imagine just like just a raw ass 20 might silver.
No,
silver.
it's just like a normal weapon. Grants attack +6, 20 might.
Wait,
Yeah, it's just a raw ass 20 might bow. I'd like playing it.
I'll show you. Is wait, let me get it.
What?
I have this meme build. It says Veer 1-star Veer.
What?
Why?
Wait.
I have this idea.
But this isn't KAIEN, you dumbo.
Oh, this is
I know,
called
right?
Crap. Oops, sorry.
Watch him get
What
like
a pity.
brave bow.
Although I'd like KAIEN to not have a brave bow. Like I feel like
he's definitely
this is such a new thing that they can just give him anything. Considering that what his kit comes with, it's like this mishmash of stuff because they were like mostly referenced in Fire Emblem 6. The reason why he has glacies, despite only having like 24 res, is because he has an ice affinity in FE6. So I was like, okay. I mean, Death Blow QR, I know that doesn't make much sense to you, Nims, but it's actually really fucking strong. Plus, with the Sacred Seal with like Fear Stance, that's like +6 on both phases, and I mean, that's pretty wild. So I think they might make him like a really monstrous mixed phase unit. He has 31 attack and 33 speed. Nothing spectacular, but it's definitely strong. And I feel like a Brave Bow would just ruin that, especially because of the -5 speed penalty.
Well, what if it's a brave bow with no speed reduction?
That's what I think is gonna happen. Maybe
it's
-2
a-
speed.
I'm thinking
That
it's a
might
brave bow with
be
it's a MIDI brave
okay, but I'm still not a fan of it.
bow. I think it's a MIDI brave bow.
What?
-3 speed. A MIDI. How do you say?
Oh yeah. That's why I say
Amity.
-2 speed.
Amity.
That's
Is
what
that
you
you say?
said.
I've been thinking.
Yeah, Amity.
Ah. Oops. Yeah, but and then you could speed refine it, and then you get 0 speed reduction. And that's
Well,
big.
1 speed.
Well,
No, it's
one
2.
Ah, shit, you're right. It would be 1 speed.
Amity is -3 speed. So, and bows get a refine. And ranged units only get 2 speed instead of 3.
I thought it was -2 speed.
It's
actually.
-2.
It's -2.
Oh, it is -2? Okay, so it'll be
Yeah,
-0.
so you would get no
But-
speed.
So yeah, so you can speed refine it, or you can get his additional refine. I think his additional refine will probably be something that references Clarine. So it'll be like if he's near staff units, he gets like boost in combat or something, which would be kind of cool.
What
But
is
it wouldn't
the,
be super strong.
What is the off chance they just give him Death Blow in his weapon?
Oh no!
Oh, that would
Dude,
actually
we're
be
saying
wild.
like things that are related to his kit, like Death Blow or maybe Brave Bow.
Actually,
But
Fuck you, Arm.
he's just gonna get like a weird like effective against armors and a stance, dude.
Actually, I think built-in QR in his weapon would be really fucking strong, especially for
But
a bow unit.
no, he has actual QR though. They wouldn't do that. You would just invalidate a 5-star skill. That doesn't make
Oh yeah,
sense.
that's true.
I'm just gonna. Post
So they
this.
might give him a conditional close counter.
This is
If that's the theme for this thing. Like, they just give close counter conditionals to him and Sophia, because I don't know why.
correct.
But for KAIEN, it'll be like conditional. It'll be like only against human characters, because racism is our theme this weekend.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought it was money.
Oh, it's money actually.
It's
Oh, yeah,
Racism
yeah.
and money.
Money. Yeah, actually, money is racism. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Just look at Oliver from FE.
The rich racist bishop. Yeah, you're right.
Anyways, if you guys look in podcast chat, you can see I think this is actually gonna be Sophia's refine.
Why?
Red stack. Looking pretty hopeful out there, guys.
Wouldn't defense make more sense?
I don't
No.
think it's gonna be. I think the refines are gonna stick to calves. That's the
I mean,
pattern so
Yada,
far. It makes a lot of
Yada
sense.
should have theoretically got a gem weapon, but he got a really good refine instead.
No. Just think about it in terms of who's gotten those refines for tactic skills so far. Seth and Titania, and it makes a lot of sense because calves, they're part of the different movement types. They move a lot. They can move really far. I mean, and then their attacks and stuff wasn't so great. Like, it makes sense for the. I think it's gonna stick to calves if we're gonna get res.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So what you're telling me is Oscar's 5-star refund is going to be a Sapphire Lance with like Death Tactic or something.
Nah. What they'll do is they'll give it to Matilda instead. Think about the trend. They turned current godlike older characters who were gods in their game, turned them to shit in Heroes, and then further shat on them by giving them gem weapon refines and tactic skills. So that would be units like Seth, that'd be Titania, that'd be Matilda. It might also be Clive, but probably not Clive. I feel like if they don't give that to Matilda, they'll give her and Clive something together, which would be kind of cute. But Oscar wasn't exactly all that great in Radiant games, from what I remember.
Yeah,
he was
He
alright.
wasn't like the best, but he was like this class called Weef class. So yeah, I can't wait for more tactics refine. I'm just waiting for speed tactic. That sounds pretty epic.
What do you mean? We got
shit,
speed
We
tactic.
have speed.
Seth has speed talking.
Bro, you made a Seth.
I forgot.
Bro, do you play this game?
No, I gave him Wu Dao instead. I gave him
Ha!
Wu Dao.
I told you that if you're going to make a 3-star plus 10, they have to have their perk.
Okay, I'm gonna go refine his perf right now.
Okay.
So,
Who have
Dark
we
Aura.
not talked about?
Dark Aura.
Yeah, Delphia and Lind.
Oh yes.
I mean, right now I'm still disappointed that the aura find doesn't give more heal.
Yeah, I am very disappointed in that, but whatever. I feel like what Dark Aura will probably do is just be the Dark Aura version of Aura, where it's just like the +5 attack and speed near other mages and shit. But, you know, it'll be the +6 buff that it does to physical units.
I feel
And
like it's
then regular
gonna be,
Aura is magical.
I feel like it's gonna be closer to the symbol and refine that Sonic got.
Maybe.
What's her refine?
Drive attack and then grants attack and res +5 when near a flying ally.
Well, I always like to think. I think okay, I'm looking at like Julia and Deirdre as an example. Like Julia has access to both refines, but obviously like her own refine's probably the best for her. So I think like the refine they're gonna make for Delphia is gonna fit Delphia more than it's gonna fit Lind.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not
that's
sure
that's
exactly
a
what it
little
would
harder
be.
to say because I
They
mean,
both play the same role already.
Yeah.
It's time for Death Blow 2, Electric Boogaloo, baby.
Although, you know what I think will also happen? Is they might let you backgrade. Like, Sonya will be able to get regular Excalibur and stuff like that. I feel like they're going to do that. I feel like they're going to do it. Either this update or next update.
I mean, for my Deirdre, I'm still keeping Divine Naga because it's better.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, they're going to give people that option. Because why let the 5-star exclusive unit not have access to everything, right? Right? Let's see what I'm getting there right there. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Plus, I think Sonya will be a little stronger with Merrick's regular Excalibur. At least in AR. For like some certain shenanigans. Especially because it's like attacking speed +5. And
Oh no.
she already has a better stat line. Oh yes.
You're doing the thing again.
Oh wait, I think he's okay now.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go Persona.
Yeah, he's
on
fine.
this.
Yeah, he's fine.
It goes in and out for some reason. I don't know why.
You think they'll ever like you know how legendary
What?
what was it like? Exalted Falchion. Do you think they'll ever get those refined or for their base forms or no?
Who knows?
'Cause I wanted to do a set with Erica's refine, Erica's Siglin, legendary Siglin.
I feel like they should because Hector did,
And
but they haven't done that.
Since, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and
Ephraim got that. He got.
I'd like for regular Hector to have Thunder Armads though. Just make base Hector like super diverse to keep him in line with everyone else.
That actually would be great on him.
It would.
Very well.
Plus, don't forget, OG Armad still doesn't have a refine, and it's literally nothing but QR2.
Yep.
So look forward to that eventually.
Look forward to
Like-
the DC refines out eventually. TM trademark soon.
Yeah, but he comes with his encounter, so they'll probably give him something a little stronger.
For real.
All right.
And I think we got everything right.
Yeah.
So, lastly, we want to talk about the potential upcoming game mode. Any thoughts what that could be?
Relay defense.
Town mode.
Money.
Money.
We'll just give them money, and then we'll do well in it. Yeah.
No, it's relay defense, but you have like a brand new currency, and you have to use specific legendary heroes like Roy for something.
Or how about it's like, basically it's Grand Conquest, but relay defense. It's like, okay, so the army of hell is in Asker, and you gotta go fight back.
You
So
think
you and your team defend.
I don't think they're gonna tie it into their
that's too
story.
much. That's too much for this game.
There you go.
That's too ambitious. I'm sorry.
That's
That
too
sounds like a good
New
idea.
currency.
That sounds almost like a good idea. We
Yeah.
can't-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds almost.
Can you just take the idea, throw it around in the mud a little bit, and then come back?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
how
I'll
about
have
Surtur
to,
tower
add-
defense?
Yes.
It's like, okay, so it's like endless amount of Surturs, okay?
Wait.
But they all have different weapons, like a healer's Surtur and a sword Surtur.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. If we had like think of Aether Raids but tower defense, I actually think that would be actually kind of fire.
I'd be
That
hyped
sounds
for that.
really
That
fun.
sounds so cool. I love tower defense.
Tower, dude.
Yeah, tower defense is so
Bridal
fucking
Surtur.
fun.
Speaking about staff Surtur, Bridal Surtur.
So yeah, expanding upon relay defense like that would actually be pretty fucking fun.
Yeah. And then they can use all those new AR towers they have. And all those new buildings.
No, they're gonna have a new currency for that.
New currency.
Money!
New buildings. Both a new currency. It's blue now.
Just pay $5.99 and we'll upgrade your defense tower to level 2.
Excuse you, that's too cheap.
$5.99.
$10.99.
No, $75.
No. For the low.
$75
price-
is for the level 10 version, but the level 1 version is $5.99.
Exactly.
Level 2 version is like $10.99. It just increments.
It's just
And you
increments.
get one Grell per upgrade. So, yeah.
Or even better, and this solves the whole I want PvP in this game.
Oh.
Just add Fire Emblem Cypher into Fire Emblem Heroes.
Wait. What?
Yo, what we
And-
back
Oh,
That
yeah,
is
you can
fucking
pull-
genius. They're not
you can
gonna
pull
do
for
that.
cards.
Come on.
It'll be like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links,
No,
except
it's Hearthstone, boys. We
There you
bring them
go.
back.
That's actually fucking genius. Why that's
We should
too
work
good
on
for this
IS,
game.
guys.
Stop that. No. None of those good ideas.
Okay.
Then you just battle on maps, right?
Where's my
all
petting
you-
simulator?
Just grind on randomly generated maps.
bro, just
Wait.
spam the PNG.
If
Oh, it's a battle royale mode.
if this game, okay, the new mode, petting simulator, PvPs, I'd take either of them. That sounds fun.
Of course you take Petting Simulator.
What? Who do you want to pet?
I don't want petting simulator.
Is that
I just
even a-
want like
Is that a rhetorical question?
That is a rhetorical question.
Okay, making sure.
although I do like that idea of like them making towns and shit. Like think of something like the Halidome in Dragalia. I'd like
What
something
about
like that.
Clash Royale?
That'd be pretty cool.
Clash Royale. No, dude, you're thinking of Clash of Clans.
Clash of Clans.
Clash of Clans.
Do Brawl Stars, but in Fire Emblem.
Yo, shut up.
How about let us fight our friends' AR defenses? Like honestly, come on. I'd love that.
You, my friend.
That would actually encourage people to like make fun like defense map because they're trying to show them off to their friends or whatever instead of trying to compete for tier 21.
Not even just that, but it actually provides a very proper way to test your defense team.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, for
yeah.
sure. Plus that increases creativity and honestly, I would just like the creativity put in to AR, but it's kind of stifled by the fact that everybody just kind of wants to use like one strategy to guarantee they don't lose too much lift. Also, why don't we gain lift when we get successful defenses? Like, come on. And at least that way, people who focus solely on defense can rank up,
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
okay,
and
hold on.
people
come on,
who
dude.
focus solely
Dude,
on
okay.
offense.
You
can
know the
rank
problem,
up.
right?
You're making too much sense right now.
Well,
Yeah,
oh my bad.
That's too
I'm
good
sorry.
of an idea.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to pretend to be retarded, but it's not working.
But if you
Hide your power level.
Okay, man, you gotta put on some weighted clothes.
the problem gaining lift is that you already know what's gonna happen, right? Some people are gonna go. Oh, no one's gonna go over anything interesting because they're like, well, it's gonna screw me over for lift now. I think as is okay because at least you only have to win one battle and you can just fool around for the rest of the day if you wanted to.
That's assuming that people actually fight your defense.
That's assuming
Yeah, but
they'll
imagine just making your defense team and then fucking off to space for a week and then coming back and it's like, hey, you're a new tier because you won all these defense wins. And it's like, I like that because it encourages people to like fuck around with their defenses a little more.
But then wouldn't they just do if they would only do efficient things then?
Well, most people don't do efficient things, but yeah, I mean, that encourages people to be efficient. But at the same time, it's like, you know, people who come up with unique stuff that the quote-unquote efficient things start to fall off, you know. Those people who focus on defense and, like, trying to make fun shit, you know, they'll get rewarded. I mean, it doesn't have to be super high score increasing. It'll be like, if you get a success instead of, like, plus 80 or something crazy like that, it's just, like, plus 10 or something like that. Something small where it's like, you got a success for that day. And maybe it can only be, like, once a day like it is already.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's not super crazy.
If it was limited, that'd be more okay.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm getting at. It's like, but also mostly because I just like building defense and watching people like die to a Kagero with their 50 defense Halloween Myrrh, and they do exactly enough damage to kill them in one hit. Fun stuff. I love it. New videos soon. But anyway.
Yeah. But ultimately, the new game mode, I actually just have no idea. All I know is like it has to make the money because it's IS, and the new Roy kind of just indicates that. And then, if it is PvP, that's the only thing I can think of that everyone's been asking for. But I don't know if IS couldn't do PvP for the last few years, and you know, Langrisser could do PvP from launch. Maybe they've stolen some ideas and they finally figured it out. But I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is one thing I didn't even realize we could like attempt for like live PvP in a turn-based game. Is like looking at Langrisser's PvP, I was like, how the fuck did I not think of this being the perfect idea? Where it's like you move one unit, they move one unit. Yeah, that means you can't overwhelm people, or you can't turtle. It's fucking genius. Why did we not think of this as our idea to push live PvP on the people? We could have been had this.
That's what gets to me so much. There was always an answer out there. Like people who were paid to think about these answers, they figure it out. But why FEH no PvP still? There are no excuses at this point.
I just want an arena mode where it's battle. I gamble arena medals. Just like actual Fire Emblem.
Wait,
so triple triad.
I
want to be able to spectate arena battles, and then like put money down, or arena medals. Put arena medals down.
You want to flame the enemy.
You want this game to be even more of a gamble.
Dude,
yes.
Yeah.
I'll take 8-10.
It's the only thing good about this game.
Who's gonna win, the Reinhardt or the Reinhardt? Pick.
Oh.
Pick your choice.
Trick question. It was the other Reinhardt.
Yeah, it was the third one though. You didn't even see. Actually, something I did want ever since Aether Raids came by is a replay system.
Yeah.
For Arena.
Yeah, I just want to see.
Why is it still not out for Arena?
I think the only reason is because it could go to an unlimited amount of turns.
Correct.
Whereas Aether Raids is restricted.
But they could do this. They could just say replay failed, took too many turns.
Yeah.
You could still have it. Most battles don't take that many turns.
Yeah, I don't think I take that many turns though. I think the most I've seen is you with that like stall Taku.
Okay, that's not my fault. That's their fault. That map's stupid.
Just imagine watching Nim's arena defense and it's like 10, 12 minutes for this one fucking battle. Because Nim's.
But anyways, I think we pretty much
Yeah, we did.
covered everything that could be a possible game mode.
We did.
But what about the battle royale?
Okay, no.
Stop that.
Actually, so you have one unit, right? Usually your lead unit or your best unit.
No.
And then there's a big there's
No.
a big map.
There's a big map.
All right, you know, it's like you can move. You know, there's people next to you. There's people across from you. You can fight the guy next to you. You can move forward.
Now hold on, he's onto something.
Wait, this
It
kind of
won't
sounds
be
like the
like
language
that kind of
modes.
battle royale, but it can be like
so.
maybe it's just 8 people in like a live arena where you just have your trophy unit.
Everyone's close to each other, right? Everyone gets one turn, and so like you know you can like move to the square next to you. You can like move forward. You can move back, move diagonal. But everyone chooses one turn, and then everyone goes at the same time. And if they land on overlapping squares, they have to fight. And it's just basic normal damage calc, and then you just keep going.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't know. He's on something, but it's not quite processing right now.
I just want.
The way I see it is the way Lancaster did it, where you have like these joint battles with like three players, and everyone just uses like brings in 1 or 2 heroes. And
Oh man, that's actually perfect.
I know.
And then like you can get
That's another way to use your friends list. Right there.
Exactly.
Then we can have friend coins. We can summon.
No, I mean, all I'm hearing is that I'm gonna get more friends helped, and that's what really matters to me.
You want to flex, don't you?
Yeah.
I have 17,000 something.
I wonder what mine's is at.
Goddamn.
Only 13,000. Probably because I always throw meme shit up.
I mean, mine's is a Surtur, right? But it's a speed Surtur.
I mean, I had Speed Mur.
Like at the moment, I have like a Gron Blade bully up with like Death Blow, Desperation, and Brash Assault. But I have reasons for that anyway. But yeah,
All right.
I do like the idea of going into content with friends and you just control one unit while they control another unit, like Langrisser does.
Dude, we can do. It's like rival bromains.
Yes, but actually rival bromains.
But like in the game.
In the game.
In the game. By the way, you guys just lost the game.
What? What game?
Game of
God,
Life.
that is so many years old. Damn it!
What? Wait, what?
Oh,
my God.
man. Classic memes.
Damn it, Marbels.
Very, very classic me.
An oldie but a goodie.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
What
In my
are you
days,
talking
really.
about?
It's
You know
time
what?
to end the podcast.
You know, yes, you know what? That is the phrase